Hello, dear students and English language teaching specialists. Welcome to the 10th lecture of our series of the book, which is entitled
The Semantic Web Trajectory in Enhancing English Language Development.
This book is prepared to focus on using Web 3.0 for developing pre-service English language teachers' competencies and performance-based assessment.
The title of this lecture is Maximizing the Potential of Semantic Web-Based Programs for Language Assessment.
Let's warm up our minds by answering the following questions. 1. How can pre-service English language teachers develop effective assessment tasks using these programs? 2. What is the role of assessment in language learning, and how can teachers use assessment results to improve instruction?
Now let's move on to the content of the lecture. The first element of the lecture: developing assessment tasks using semantic web-based programs. When developing assessment tasks using semantic web-based programs, pre-service English language teachers should consider the recommendations of experts in the field. For example, in their article on using technology in language assessment, Chappell and Douglas suggest that assessment tasks should be designed with the program's capabilities in mind, and that tasks should be relevant to the learner's needs and interests. To ensure the validity and reliability of the tasks, teachers should use established frameworks and rubrics, such as those developed by the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages or the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. In addition, teachers can use tools like the Language Testing and Assessment Handbook to guide their assessment practices. Practical considerations for developing assessment tasks using semantic web-based programs include balancing the complexity of the tasks with the time and resources available for implementation, as well as considering the engagement and motivation of the learners. Teachers can also seek guidance from online communities of practice, such as the TESOL Assessment Network, for support and ideas. The second element of the lecture: analyzing and interpreting assessment results using semantic web-based programs. Analyzing and interpreting assessment results using semantic web-based programs is a critical skill that pre-service English language teachers must develop. These programs use advanced technologies to analyze language performance data and provide a detailed evaluation of students' language abilities. However, interpreting the data requires an understanding of the assessment criteria used by the program and the ability to provide meaningful feedback to students based on the results. Teachers must be able to identify areas where students need further support and provide appropriate language instruction. For example, if the program identifies that a student is struggling with grammar, the teacher should be able to provide targeted instruction in grammar to help the student improve. In addition, teachers should be able to use the assessment results to set goals for their students and track their progress over time. Semantic web-based programs can also help teachers identify trends and patterns in their students' language abilities. For example, they may notice that many students struggle with a particular grammar concept, indicating that it is an area that needs further attention in the classroom. This information can help teachers tailor their instruction to meet the specific needs of their students.
The third element of the lecture: understanding the role of assessment in language learning. In language learning, assessment serves as an essential tool to evaluate students' language abilities, progress, and growth. It provides valuable feedback to both teachers and students, which can be used to guide instruction and improve learning outcomes. Assessment can be used to evaluate various aspects of language, such as listening, speaking, reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary, among others. Effective assessment practices involve the use of a variety of assessment techniques, such as diagnostic, formative, and summative assessments. Pre-service English language teachers must understand how to use assessment results effectively to guide instruction and improve students' language learning outcomes. This requires the ability to analyze and interpret assessment data, identify areas where students need additional support, and tailor instruction to meet their specific needs. Teachers must also be able to provide meaningful feedback to students based on assessment results to help them improve their language skills. In addition to its role in guiding instruction, assessment is also essential for accountability purposes. It allows educators to evaluate the effectiveness of language instruction programs and ensure that they are meeting the needs of students. It can also be used to identify areas where improvements can be made to language instruction programs.
Now we have reached the assessment. Part 1: True or false with justification. 1. Teachers should not use established frameworks and rubrics when developing assessment tasks. 2. Semantic web-based programs cannot help teachers identify trends and patterns in their students' language abilities. 3. Authentic assessment tasks should mimic real-world language use situations. 4. The primary purpose of formative assessment is to evaluate student achievement at the end of a course. 5. Summative assessments are used to monitor students' progress throughout a course. Part 2. Multiple choice questions. 6. What are the three types of assessment techniques? A: diagnostic, formative, and summative. B: listening, speaking, and writing. C: grammar, vocabulary, and reading. D: multiple choice, true, false, and short answer. 7. What is the purpose of diagnostic assessments? A: to evaluate students' overall language proficiency. B: to monitor students' progress and provide feedback. C: to identify students' existing language abilities and knowledge. D: to measure students' motivation and engagement levels. 8. What is the purpose of formative assessments? A: to evaluate students' overall language proficiency. B: to monitor students' progress and provide feedback. C: to identify students' existing language abilities and knowledge. D: to improve teaching and learning processes. 9. What is the main purpose of a summative assessment? A: to identify areas of strength and weakness. B: to evaluate overall proficiency. C: to provide feedback for improvement. D: to monitor student progress. 10. In what subjects can performance-based assessments be used? A: only in art and music. B: only in science and math. C: only in language arts. D: in any subject area.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you liked what you saw, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload, and as always, feel free to leave a comment below with any questions or feedback. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more.